just a tiny bit different, and I miss seeing Lycan in the games.
I can't believe you miss seeing Lycan. I feel like he is not the most exciting heroes, but to each their own. Let's get into it once again on the lineup of Cloud9. I don't remember who I've introduced, so we'll just go with Cloud9. Okay, well then fine, I'll do Archon. We've got Jo on that Phantom Assassin, Moo on the Starladder, Venom also going to be played up by Whitebeard, Tusk being played by Fluff and Stuff, hopefully he has a good game, and finally Monkeys Forever on that Magnus.
C9, we have one for the Lich, MS on the beat, Ritu on the Quap, Brax on Lycan, and Savage or SLTV on the Wyvern.
Yeah, and they saw the rotation by MSS, I believe. They are pinging it out, and they do find that obs immediately, so getting very lucky with the T-board this time, much unlike the first game where they had a really rough time there. So, Beast Monster
really
won't be...
important this game as well.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah. He will not be roaming free. He's got a really funky head. That thingy helmet. Whatever. I mean...
I actually can't see his cosmetics. They're not working. Oh, I kind of can, but they're not showing. Whatever. I'll live.
Oh yeah, I'm a beast monster. That's what he's saying. Anyway, as you said, you'll live. We're gonna have the normal rune split up here, and I don't know how Lycan will do against a Magnus. It feels like they'll trade even for a while, but then with more points in Shockwave, I feel like this Magnus should have higher kill potential.
It's pretty 50-50. Lycan, however, can go to the woods pretty quickly, so he can abandon the lane, or vice versa. If the mag looks to go for a gank, he can tower him pretty quickly, so favour the Lycan through the early levels, but once the Shockwave comes up and the bottle throwing starts happening, it gets a bit harder for him.
Yeah.
But the wolf harass is also really cancerous.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that.
But then that's what I was talking about. That's what I was thinking. I feel like Brax probably won't make this mistake again, but you have a very easy way of... he needs one more. Isn't able to get it. I think a couple more auto attacks there and he would have been able to get a Shockwave into a kill. I feel like positioning there as a melee hero, of course, hard against the Magnus, and so there's more chances of skewering Brax around, although he's going to be careful, as I said, now that he's already fallen prey to the skewer once.
That one mistake hurts you so much. It burns through so much of your region, and plus itself as well. So I don't think it will happen again.
Oh, they actually go for the block on the ice shards on SVG, but of course he can just eat a tree and flap away. So, running a kind of dual lane up top, and in bottom we've got Lich Quap dual lane as well, trying to stop Jo's farm.
I actually really love C9 if allocated their lanes this game. Just presumed it would be the Quap op, but in theory, it makes a lot more sense what they're doing, because Master's gonna care as much about our Tusk lane. He can decent farm here, and the Quap's gonna put a lot more pressure Beastmaster would on Jo's PA.
Yeah, it does feel like they should have a very nice bottom lane for C9. How do you itemize as this mid Lycan? Do you end up popping yourself a bottle? Are you just trying to get items? Oh, he managed to get the regen, okay. The wolf tried for it, but ended up going down.
It's actually a pretty big deal not being able to get the rune there with the wolf. I think you definitely go to bottle. You need the system against Magnus, and being able to secure the rune with a wolf and also keep them harassing in the lane is really important. But I'd expect him to go for the normal build. Maybe you see a medallion in there for that's what we've been playing with occasionally.
Yeah. So, in mid though, looking like Monkeys is having a really nice time up against Brax. He's got the creep advantage, and he's really just able to get a lot out of the wave, since, as you said, that early life lost for Brax, not doing him any favors in the lane. Now, top, we do have things looking fine for MSS as well. This is going to be a pretty farmed Beastmaster, imagining the same build as last time, Necro Books into Blink.
Should be about right. Blink is a bit more important in this game though, because he's the prime source of mitigation. Sure, they can have the Wyvern fly up and ulti, they can have the Quap skin or the Lycan run. They don't have as good of a lockdown this game, so maybe he helps for the Blink first. See the Necro Book. bit for Lycan timing, so they just have like double necropucks and they kind of run at your towers. So they want to play. Definitely merits for both.
It'll be really interesting to see kind of how these team fights end up working, because certainly we've all seen how RP can be such a big game changer, but if you don't RP the Beast Monster, it's entirely possible that he actually goes for the skewer, trying to get a kill onto Brax. He will need another shockwave, and can he get this? He misses the shockwave, and now Monkeys Forever is the one on the back foot. There is a support, not rotating, actually just contesting the pull. I thought Lich might come in to try to be a pain to Monkeys Forever, and in fact, Lich maybe is coming in, but Monkey's gonna get a bounty, should be just fine.
That's really unfortunate for him. Doing really well mid, and see the priority now. A few minutes ago, like they were about 2 or 3 CS. Now he's opened up a big lead because Arthur now he has a lot of kill potential once he hits 6.
Down bottom, Whitebeard actually just TP's straight out of lane, realizing he would not be able to walk it off with all of those slows, and does manage to get out with his life. So a nice play there. And yeah, we hadn't mentioned this, but C9's lineup, they've got Primal Roar, they've got Winter's Curse. And I believe the mini stun, the mini stun on Chain Frost.
They have a lot of good things to beat this game.
Oh, I meant Lockdown was light, other than those big long cooldown spells.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can TP out a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's
alright.
I think it might be one of those games we've seen where, you know, you're having trouble getting the damage on the enemies, and now Moo going in onto SVG doesn't have Cold Embrace skilled yet. They're gonna snowball in onto SVG as well, and that'll be our first blood coming out onto Moo. Fluff and stuff, doing work.
Yeah, he's fairly squishy once he uses his Archon. If he's not able to, like, fly over the ice shards or something. MSS doesn't have yet, so he can't protect him when anything like that happens. Yeah. However, 5 minutes in for everyone who died once to this fairly aggressive lane, I think it's fine. They're getting the levels on the Beastmaster as well, considering it's a dual lane.
Now, Magnus has an RP up. He's hit level 6 already. This early in the game, I feel like you should use it, or it's kind of you lose it. But as you mentioned, he feels maybe a bit scared that if he leaves mid lane, he'll lose a lot of damage on the tower. Do you try to make something happen with your RP, or do you just wait until you have Blink or get a lucky haste rune? Or an Invis?
Try and use it on Archon, or if he gets a good rune, maybe he goes for a counter gank with a TP, but I expect him to sit mid and try to get his items up before he moves around too much, because if you saw the other game, hard for Mag to move around as his items. It's just a bit clunky. But just kind of try and walk up to people and it always work out. He's actually pressuring the Lycan's farm a bit here, so he's accomplishing a lot by just staying in the lane.
Yeah, he's definitely dominating this mid lane. I mean, Lycan's having a really hard time. He's taken a number of those shockwaves, and yeah, now he is dead. Snowball in. Couple more auto attacks. Can they get them? Yeah, they use the skewer. Not sure if it was needed. And they get a kill on Lycan. Yeah, and as you said,
they can kill again when he has RP. So
it feels like a bit easier to rotate this game than Lost.
Yeah, the lanes are just more free-flowing this game. There's not a definitive lane that you can't get kills on. Maybe you can't kill the Lich, there's a Wyvern, there's a Beastmaster, which are all pretty easy to get on targets.
So the
follow up this game, I like.
One of them is about to expire, but again, they got a super deep ward. C9 seems to love this. I'm a bit surprised they didn't smoke it out on Archon. I've seen C9 do this in a lot of their games, so maybe it's a spot you check. It didn't seem to have much impact this game, but I do feel like these deep wards really help. As you said, you get vision of folks when they're coming in to the towers and so on, and you can just gank, dive towers and know if rotations are coming more easily.
Like this, so generally a bit more valuable when the laning stage breaks down. Definitely serves its purpose as a lane ward, but value of it is high this early. However, this ward's putting out the mag rotation now, so just going for the rune.
Yeah. And Fluff and stuff not going to be able to get much done because he was completely seen.
I actually really like the warding in this game. Being able to get like wards like this early, it's easy. But when you see heroes and then the laning stage is fairly static, supports are around, so it's nice to see them using that space.
Now, we've got an Optic Bone coming out on a move. I think he'll just sprint this off, unfortunately, taking crap tons of health. I wanted to say they've actually stacked a lot of experience onto 1437, and the Wyvern was only level 4 until, he was only level 3 until recently, just hit level 4, while the supports, both of them on Archon, very low level as well, although now Whitebeard's starting to do some jungle. I feel like getting up this Winter's Curse is pretty huge though. For C9, it means that they can get that early pick off and then, you know, chill for a little bit while they wait for Primal Roar probably, or whatever else they use to come back off cooldown.
Well, as you say, they have the Roar now, so they're probably gonna look to smoke with Beastmaster Lips. They'll probably kill anyone they find with that combo. They'll just smoke to another hero, and that will give Wyvern the Spac at his levels. However, they're not doing that right now. Maybe they...
Yeah,
the Lycan has his medallion as well.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to call out. He's gone for the medallion. I was maybe expecting a Vlad's rush so that he could rotate into the jungle a bit, but it is going to be that medallion, and I mean, he'll be able to really hurt a single target, but if he gets RP'd at all during this engagement, Jo may just click him down super easily.
I think medallion's a really good farming tool though. You don't take too much damage if your wolves are tanking for you, and it lets you do engines pretty easily, and it's also a really strong Roche item. So, I don't think there's a problem with it at all. And the Roche is going to be extremely important this game. Whichever team gets it, I feel like he's going to have the stronger engagements.
Oh goodness, did he just try to smoke? Yeah, he's unfortunately going to go down here, but he did completely break a smoke, and I would argue that, you know, he's one of their supports. If you have to have somebody go down, you're probably happier that the support broke the smoke, although yeah, they saw him place the ward. I don't know if they'll catch both wards just because they just did the one here. I don't know if they'll catch this one. And yeah, they're pinging over there, so maybe they think Ancients are blocked?
Fortunately, not saving the ward there. If he didn't ward and just died, Smoke Gank, it would be the ideal situation right there. Trying to get the most out of it as you can, maybe just panic thinking, maybe they won't notice, you know?
Yeah. Now, Monkeys Forever is stalking up Ritsu. He has the amp damage on him. They could certainly RP. Oh goodness, he actually takes quite a bit of damage. He's skewed backwards into the Slithering Crushing. Do they have the damage up? But one more auto attack. They have the Snowball just in case it wasn't enough, and that is a very dead Ritsu. And that's what we were talking about. I think a very good usage of the RP. You know, it's early game. You kill off one hero, you get closer towards your Blink. By the time you have up that Blink Dagger, it'll be off cooldown, and maybe you can do some extra work. But down bottom, looking like someone's about to be taking a beating. And it's going to be Whitebeard, Kappa, Ross.
We have a wall of wards here, so it's quite hard to dive in.
Yeah. I guess I was a bit surprised initially that they didn't go for it, but as you said, fighting against a Venno under a tower, yeah, you might kill the Venno, but the rest of you may die in return.
Yeah, definitely don't want to give up any advantage here, because Archon are farming pretty well. They're just pushing out. Moment. The gold draft is minimal, but they're all just in and around. Magnus is definitely the clear winner though. He's got his blinker in 20 gold onto full stick arcanes. He also has some stuff to clear out. Hopefully C9 don't find this for their sake.
Oh, you think it would? Oh, okay. I was about to say, you think it would end poorly for C9? I feel like they have good positioning right now, so. But yeah, now he's going for the Vlads on Lycan. The only thing I worry about in these teamfight engagements, the RP into the Slithering Crush, maybe the Snowball to follow it up. It feels like a lot of lockdown, unless this is going to be a BKB. And 1437 walking right on top of Fluff and Stuff is then Primal Roared, takes the axes to the face, pops it into the Snowball to delay things, might be able to stop them from dewarding his ward. Where is his backup? It's coming in, and on the backlines they do manage to kill off Wyvern, but they get the ward, and now Monkeys Forever, he goes forward these skewers too, but it means that they miss the Slithering Crush on one, and Monkeys Forever goes down. They should have this kill on MSS though, but here comes the Sonic Wave. It's gonna do quite a bit of damage. Is it enough? Slithering Crush on Ritsu. Here comes the big bad wolf. One more auto attack on Ritsu. They managed to get it, and now it is fight of crits versus crits. No, it doesn't matter if it's crits versus crits. You can't bloody catch him.
I can't see the fight recap, so you're gonna have to tell me favored.
You gotta just turn it on, man. But we will see.
But sometimes it doesn't. Like, it's really annoying me.
It
Wait, now I
was
can see
slightly
it, never
in
mind.
favor. Oh yeah, it just takes a while. The game has the way it's programmed is it tries to wait until the action's done, which unfortunately does mean that if you have long drawn out engagements, it doesn't catch it. But slightly in favor of Archon, pretty even overall. I think the real winning part for Archon there is just that their Phantom Assassin did survive, and now is gonna get this big fat old stack. Although I believe I can got quite a bit of gold off of that too, yeah, finishing up that flags.
No, they didn't use RP there, so they have that available to use again.
Yeah. So. Jay using a salve 13 minutes into the game, I love that.
Efficiency, if you know you're gonna farm a big stack, you just buy salve.
Yeah.
Continue farming, and now he's got the helm, so he doesn't need to buy any more salves.
Exactly. Now, taking a look around, we're gonna have some nice item pickups. As you pointed out, we got the helm on Jo. Whitebeard is rocking shoes, guys. He only needs one, because he's the wheel snake. He's kind of got 1 foot thing. Tusk, also with the tranquils, Fluff and stuff likes to save up for the blink dagger, which I think would be really nice here. Just somebody could be in trouble. You can actually, it's hard. You can do the snowball over the cursed unit and then pick them up and save them, or pick up people attacking the cursed unit. You can also, depending on how good you are at it, pick up the people who are attacking the cursed unit just by blinking next to them, but not the cursed unit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's difficult,
Can be a
though.
bit messy.
Yeah, it's hard. That second one that I said there is much more difficult than just rolling over the cursed unit, as long as you've got something you can roll to. So, both cool plays that we might be seeing come out this game. And Blink Dagger
More
up on...
importantly, the raw. The curse is nice if you can do it, but raw is so annoying for the Beastmaster.
Yeah, it definitely means... It's kind of interesting because sometimes the Beastmaster just uses the raw to take someone out of the fight, but of course here...
Dead.
Oh yeah, she's taking another Slithering Curse, but she's got a lot of backup, and dead, you say, but there's a Winter's Curse coming out, and the Lich ulti bouncing between the Moo. Is he gonna find a way out of this? No, Slithering Crushes, he's trying to walk it off, but there is a Wolfman on you, and that is a very, very dead, Wolfman. They saw that smoke, I think? I'm not sure.
Mad Ping.
Yeah, well, Mad Pings, that could also be like, you fed, you idiots.
No, but that was monkeys doing it, so I don't know, maybe it was like the... It should be a shit. There's not too much Archon can do about this without 2 of their cores.
And Cloud9 getting themselves a bit of a gold experience lead with that one, and not feeling like Archon can do anything since they don't have their cores with those big skulls. This Roshan not going to take long enough, I think. It's actually being pretty slow because just the Lycan is doing it, but not long enough, but they're going for it. They think it's slower than it is, and oh gosh, they Venom Bomb everybody. Splinter Ball flying around, but it is not enough. 1437 is dead. Jeo is still full health. Whitebeard might be down, but I think Jeo can turn around and fight and kill a Frax. He has vision of the TP, but no, Monkey's up against the Skewer, and that's a dead Frax. Now they're working on SPG over on the side. Physical damage immune, but you're still ticking down to that scary, scary Poison Nova, and now let's see if they can catch out MSS, and they can. So I don't think they'll catch out Ritsu here. Yeah, the Blink Hero a bit rough, but a huge turnaround coming out of Archon, and they'll get themselves the Roshan as well. Nice of Cloud9 to weaken this baby up for them.
Yeah, I guess Cloud9 were just... They wanted to zone out the heroes from Archon. They didn't commit enough damage to the Rich, so they actually gave time for the heroes to respawn.
Oh, the Ice Shards blocking the pickup! Sorry.
At least they didn't deny it or not pick it up. No, enough. I'm actually really surprised that Cloud9 didn't finish that faster, but...
They only...
just threatening.
Yeah. Whoa, I didn't know the Tomato had like a sword sticking out of his... Oh, is that the dagger effect? Yeah, I'm really smart. I didn't know that actually stuck a sword into someone's back. Oh well, just small things. I normally play on like low quality because I used to game on a laptop, so I don't notice these things. But on topic, I wanted to say I think the Roshan took a really long time because they only had Brax working in on it. They could have actually brought in the Beast Monster or something, which would have sped it up, of course, with that inner Beast passive being there as well, but decided not to. And we have a little bit of a gank coming out from Archon. They throw out the dagger too quick for her to be able to use that Cold Embrace, and now Brax is running away. He should be fine. He is really fast, but that's transformation down.
Yeah, they're gonna get a tower off that rotation, so definitely worth the smoke usage. Killing a tower is always favourable. But they're gonna out him here or look to go and just...
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Yeah, with his double boars, which only have 2 legs. So he is Oh, they pick up a haste rune. Monkeys Forever could make something big happen here if they're not careful. They've got wolves coming in, but he's already flunked forward. Uses the RP, immediately Primal Roar, but where's the rest of his team? And that was the save from the Primal Roar in the snowball. And now comes the crits from Jo with the Empower as well, doing so much damage. Jo hitting like a truck, hitting fast like a machine gun. He is the famous machine gun truck that you've heard so much about.
Machine gun. That snowball was actually... I think it would have been like a few bounces on the chain cross, but...
No, we have an engagement continuing. They Slithering Crush actually getting out of the AoE. I think they're worried about that Winter's Coast. They're gonna Cold Embrace on one of the wolves instead! Missing out on Brax, and now Brax actually dodges the Slithering Crush on accident, but that was a big misplay from SVG, and he's gonna hear about that in the morning. Going down to JO's crits, and they're in good position to take this bottom tower. They didn't lose the bottom tower that you were talking about them pushing, and they might be able to siege a tier 2 off of the back of this. So really good series of play coming out of Archon, and you can see from this net worth, we just had like a 7,000 gold swing.
Venner wasn't even there for that, so he's off farming. Meanwhile, this is like ideal Dota coming out from Archon right now. Using 4 heroes with an Aegis to get advantage. Let 1 hero use the space you're making.
Yeah. And now the Sanj and Yasha is up on Phantom Assassin too. I don't know why I keep trying to say Phantom Lancer and we just had Phantom Alassin. Like, what does that even mean? But she... Alassin, yeah. Anyway, she is going to be tanky and also hitting like a truck with her lucky crits, so she's doing well. Venno getting close to his Blink Dagger. I'm not sure if he'll go for the Axe Burst or the Blink Dagger, but might just want the Blink Dagger to make sure he can follow up on the RP and not have to be relying on that snowball in.
Be a force as well for like more safe purposes. Definitely, I feel like the utility item here is better than an Axe straight up. To help your team out. Maybe even a Glimmer Cave. It's not as good when you're playing against double Necro.
And again, Magnus going for the Shadow Blade. It's, again, as you said, it's hard maybe against double Necro. Double Necro?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do you think, well actually, yeah, I think so. I wasn't sure if we'd see double Necro. He'd try to go for like the Abyssal or something to lock down PA.
I actually just kind of presumed had it, but I like him stereotypical, you know.
No, he has the Belt of Strength, but
he's getting it. So I am right in the end. I went for the medallion instead. Yeah. Also getting ignited the Roche really messes with farm.
Yeah, but they're gonna trade towers, and this is a lineup that can push on Cloud9, and they want to kill off whoever comes in, but Ritsu kind of showing that he's there, and
can actually kill them here if they keep
Jo comes in. Oh goodness, he actually jumps onto the creep wave, critting out everything, but no follow-up, and they don't bother primal roaring him. I think I'm really surprised with this. They actually snowball forwards a bit. Cloud9 really afraid. They are fighting scared, and I feel like with Hawk Vision, they should have known that only 3 came bottom, and taking that engagement would have been favorable, but they didn't go for it.
I think it's a safer option not going on the Aegis PA there, because there were Seabird rotations available, I'm guessing, from... The Monkeys didn't have one, it was low down, but I'm sure Venno did.
It would have been really long, though. The TPs.
No, there was only 1 TP to the tower, so it would probably be like a 5.5 second TP, which is about the time it would take them to get PA, and then the Aegis would use one as well.
Fluff stuff is going... Yeah, he's going 1 into 5. He's actually snowballing onto 1437. Best option, but he's getting primal roared up, and that is a very dead Fluff and stuff. But here comes the follow-up. Slithering Crush on MSS. Can they get the damage? They've got the poison burning on MSS, and he is just trying to TP out, but can they kill him in time? Yes, before he gets the TP out, and now here comes Magnus. Let's see what he's got. He's got an RP in the bank. The team is so split up, and they just end up critting forwards. Now Brax is trying to come in, but if he's not careful, you're taking an RP to the face, and there's the Slithering Crush. Where is my RP? Come on, Monkeys. There's going to be an ult thrown around that does nothing. More auto attacks coming out. Jo can't actually blink on top of them, but he's got it. And a 1-man RP for Brax. Slowed down. Transformation's done, and he is dead. 5-man team wipe coming out of Archon, and this game looking very much in control for them. I do not quite know what C9 does to get back in this. I think it is split push or rat.
Yeah, they need to do kind of play where they push out the lanes, have 1 hero kind of quote-unquote overextend, and they just magically have 4 heroes appear behind him. Beat about 5 times and hope Archon is stupid enough to fall times. Right back into this. They can push out lanes, they have decent blocks, so it's possible that back. Very unlikely, but it is possible for that. They can't just play where, okay, we're gonna defend our base with Wyvern, with the Master. If they do that, they're just gonna get out farmed late game. They have to do some kind of play that's favourable for them to actually win this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a really risky.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Cloud9. And this is the funny thing, I feel like they actually did pretty okay in the lanes. Ritsu definitely won his lane. Top lane seemed to be one where MSS got a lot of farm. Mid was lost by Brax, but we've talked about this before. Cloud9 is a very, although Archon has it, Cloud9 is a very experienced team with members like Brax and 1437. Archon also has some old timers though, being Fluff and Stuff and Jo. I think Jo has been in the scene forever, is my understanding.
Played over in with SDA as well for a while.
He played on Rave. I know he was on EG a long time ago, back before I think I even knew what Dota was, but I could be wrong on that one. So yes, he played on Rave most recently, who didn't manage to get to TI. Oh, there's also daggers everywhere. I like this. But oh, they have the jump out. There's the Walrus Punch. There's the follow-up. MSS is blown out of the map with a 1,131 damage crit. Damn, it feels good to have good RNG.
Radiant's
That
top
was really
tower is under
fortunate.
attack.
Daytime. They had vision otherwise, so he might have lived. But fortunate for MSS.
Yep. And Jo has the Basher up, going to be working towards that Abyssal Blade. Another thing Another thing I'm maybe not so fond of on C9's lineup, they've done this for a few games. They're trying to force the Lich to build the mech, and it feels like it comes out too late to be impactful, and Brax needs to use that transformation, but he might be stunned up. RP as well, they stack those, and now, can they do something with this Winter's Curse? Monkey's Forever taking a lot of damage, uses the skewer, the Shockwave doesn't hit, and now Brax ready to turn around, Moo taking way too much damage, uses the Slithering Curse, but the beautiful Splinter Blast, he's gonna get one, he's gonna get two, and Brax getting himself a nice crap ton of gold, is the technical term, but we have another engagement where Ritsu went down somewhere, somehow.
Guessing the snowball followed his blink, of course. The way he dies. Maybe Jo just happened to like slow down and they put him down after the dagger.
Oh goodness, and they know they don't have the Winter's Curse, but I don't know if they want to fight here either. They blink up to the high ground, they actually throw out a dagger. I think if that crit, Jo might follow it up. He might follow it up anyway. He's just gonna knock out 1437. He decides better of it. Does he know the state of the Primal Roar? He should have a good idea that it's still up, having his teammates yell at him, hey, it wasn't used on us, and so he is going to get the hell out of there. But yeah, he got lucky bashes. Jo's doing well with the RNG. You can see that he practices his crits, practices his bashes.
That might be why they just keep getting hit with RNG.
Yeah, I would actually.
That's exactly what Cloud9 needed to do where this happened. Continue doing that, it worked out favorable for them, then they have a way back in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, placing wards like this is not the ideal way of getting back into the game.
No, and there's gonna be a Walrus Punch up. Cold Embrace delaying MSS's death. Can they turn this around? 1437 coming in, but he's stunned up. The Lich LT doesn't end up bouncing enough, and while the Primal Roar came out, I think, yeah, there's one crit. Let's see if Jo gets to finish up other people, or if Moo finally gets a kill. Moo illuminating them. He's getting a bash, but nope, Jo takes it. You know, just a casual crit, and now they're working in on SVG. There's a snowball as well. While Kappa Ross might go down elsewhere, it is not enough, and yeah, Lycan gets a kill on mid. They're gonna take your tier 2. He's got such fluffy tails, though.
Rush, but he's not up yet.
Radiant's
so
middle tower is
gonna
under
have to
attack.
push out lanes. Stays in here, or they leave the decision to scout it out because it can on any time.
So, Jo just gonna return to farming. I figured the Abyssal. After the Abyssal, use Satanic Bots and then maybe something else? Or do you think there's maybe another utility item he can go here?
Gaddy's not as bad of an item. He's not that relevant. There's the amount of stuff that goes through it. Stay on targets, better. Working out. It also just tanks you up a lot. It's also really efficient in power.
Oh, Monkey's Forever. Oh, he
God.
whiffs the RP. Actually, the first one we've seen him whiff in this series, right? Unlike the last time. And this puts him on the back foot. Brax realizing he can totally go wreck some shit up, not having to worry about the RP. Here he comes. Monkey's Forever taking a lot of damage, but they immediately put the minus armor on him as well, and he is stunned up. I don't think they'll be getting any kills today. So.
And actually, they're looking to come again. Gonna look to find something.
Fluff is playing really far up. They have to know this is coming, and unless he catches out SVG, I think actually a mistake for Fluff to play that far up. it gave away the fact that if Fluff is comfortable there, it means he has backup, that means business, and they'll catch out SCG, but I think you're okay with losing your Wyvern. Maybe not okay with the amount of crits Jo is getting.
He's really important though, so while he's dead, I kind of gonna feel really doing whatever they want, and they might actually find MSS.
You know, MSS, he's being illuminated, Ice Shield coming out, Slithering Crush, a few more auto attacks will do it. And for, no, Jo gets that one too, I wasn't quite sure. I was gonna say, actually the change to the dagger where it can apply attack modifiers on hit, I wonder if he can get a lucky bash into killing the Quap.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I mean, bash. Quap's dead, she's super squishy right now.
Yeah. So a nice
to blink on her and normally bash, I think she did in 2 hits with 1 crit, so really hard life for Quap.
I think it means playing the Quap against the Phantom Assassin one. Oh, the Lich is going down. Can Moo finish the job, or is it going to be Dot for Whitebeard? And it looks like Whitebeard's getting it suddenly out of nowhere. This game was pretty even. Maybe even a lead for Cloud9. We're 28-12. And yeah, they're trying to split push as hard as they can, but instead they might just be getting caught out. The Wolfman, though, doing wolf things. Can Phantom Assassin cut him off? I think he's just going to try to TP out.
Good idea from Brex, just making space. If they go for that kill, they're not pushing your high ground, they're not pushing you over tier 2s. Him living there is also really important. Like, if it happens, they can maybe prolong the game. What do with SG? Look, yeah, he gets steered away from his TP, so he should die here.
Yeah, and while he does have that Glimmer Cape, they're willing to wait it out. He is slow. He's buying a lot of time here. Maybe they can push the top tower. As I say, he's buying a lot of time. Of course, there was the 1,100 crit that came out. Really didn't help slow things down there. So.
Yeah, Jay is a beast on this hero, apparently.
Yeah, he is doing very well. Good RNG. I mean, also he's got crap tons of damage. You've got the Empower as well buffing you up, right? Like, you don't need to go a Battle Fury to wreck up their lineup. You can also farm faster than you maybe should. This is, I mean, Jo's net worth is huge because he's 15-0-9, but his net worth is also big because they made stacks that he could take really early on with the help of the Magnus. So it's a well-executed draft and a nice thing to play around him. And he's just going to stand up here and take it. He actually goes in 2 shots, Lich! And Jo has been practicing. Maybe he'll take MSS with him. They're just trying to trade towers elsewhere, but Rax is nowhere to be found. He finally TP's back in, and Jo, I think he's just going to take your Rax. Unless they can Winter's Curse. I think you don't even Winter's Curse Jo here, right? You Winter's Curse someone else. Hope Jo crits them to death, and yeah. Jo now, oh, Sonic Wave off to the side, does manage to pick off Whitebeard, the Snowball not saving his life. Fluff and stuff now in the danger zone as well. Oh, axes come out, and here comes Jo. Can he get the crits? He's stunned up with that Primal Roar, and there's the Winter's Curse, meaning that Jo's gonna take quite a bit of damage, but he gets 1 crit. Can he get another? Ritsu goes down. Can you get the Rampage, Jo? I would like to see it. Let's see if he can do good work onto Brax. He needs some more auto attacks. There is the Cold Embrace, though. It's gonna slow things down, and maybe Jo needs to be a little bit more careful not having a second life, but he doesn't care. He crits, he bashes, that's another kill. Here comes the Lich, but I think as long as Jo stays away, he's gonna be just fine not taking the Lich ulti. Can he save the friend Monkey forever, though? He can, with a big crit. And Jo is now 20-0-9 and gonna casually take their Raxes, maybe kill a Catapult for a little bit of regen. Maybe kill the Creep Wave for a little bit of regen.
Yeah. And he can
kill the Wyvern, get the Rampage, get the Rampage. It's probably been too long.
I guess the Khan, he has no regen.
I also think it might have been too long for the Rampage. Makes me sad. But yeah, I'm not quite sure.
On everything. He needs to pick up Rapier and that will redeem.
I think that Cloud9 there, it was a very messy engagement for them, but also Jo with the Aegis was at the point where he could 1v1 all of them. I think you had to give up Rax. Instead, they ended up giving up Rax and all of their lives. He's casually holding 7,000 net worth. Gold, not net worth. His net worth is 3 times that. So you've got 7k on Phantom Assassin. I assume bots. He could...
I think bots is too early. He just wants to get stats or damage.
Yeah, he can certainly...
Which I like.
And he can sell the Aquila if he needs a TP slot, so... Or just come late and 1v5 them. Maybe they'll get a pick-off onto Fluff and stuff. They can see him. He's under a sentry. Let's see if there's any sort of follow-up. But he blinks away, realizing something funky was going on.
Yeah, he's also really hard to kill. Like a puck. If you just snowball, you can blink away, and then you can play as well. It's trying to catch him. They actually burn the ultimate Benno, but
Oh my bejesus, yes they do, but Benno, he just blinks away, and now they're going in over on the sidelines. Moo, he's taking a lot of damage, but here comes Jayo, kills off his ally, but I don't think he cares too much about that. He's actually silenced up, gonna make it hard to get in, but there's the poison nova dropped on everybody, and Jayo's just still gonna poke around, critting people to death. Let's see if they can find SVG. Fluff and Stuff is here, has the roll in, and the blink away from the rest of the Cloud9 lineup. They don't want anything to do with this. The Wyvern's gonna go down slowly but surely.
yeah, and
Finally, a kill that Jayo doesn't get.
actually the heroes that are dead don't have back, so the two that are alive are gonna have to throw their lives away and probably buy back in and their axe.
Yeah. It's not looking good for the lineup of Cloud9. They are now at a 20,000 net worth deficit, 20,000 experience deficit. And
That's pretty much like at the point where Jag can one buy. They're actually opting to kill a bit, they're not going straight to their axe.
yeah. But they're gonna snowball in. Can they get the crits? They actually take a while to kill off Brax, but as you said, he goes down once, might have to buy back and go down twice. I don't think they have the defense on C9. Unless for some reason Archon decides to go in one by one, I actually do not think they can possibly defend this against the hugeness that is Jayo with the Empower. And now they've got an invisible monkey scrub. It doesn't even need to use any of his spells. The Skura's gonna miss on SVG, but that is a GG call. They casually RP Ritsu, and he is cold embrace BKB, but Jayo doesn't care. He'll just auto-attack what he wants at this point. And it looks like Archon have secured their spot. I'm pretty sure that they've secured their spot in the top 2, and C9 is out of Starladder playoff contentions with 2 losses in their side of the group stages.
That's unfortunate though, because you'd expect Cloud9 to be one of the two to go up, I think.
I think most people were saying that they were the team to beat. When we asked Complexity, they said that they had been worried about Cloud9, as had Leviathan. So everybody kind of worried about Cloud9 in this group stages, and now looking like they're the ones to take a fall. So anyway, do you have any final words? I think both teams actually played quite well throughout the set. Archon just showing that they're very comfortable with this draft.
Yeah, maybe you just have to mag them in the second stage, so it negates being able to draft this. I also think if you're looking to take down Cloud9 because you think they're the threat, you obviously prep for them more, but maybe Cloud9 didn't prep much for the other teams, and that's why they lost these sets.
Yeah. So